Hey, what's up? So I'm in the middle of cleaning out that garage, and today I want to take a little break, do something a little more fun. So I'm outside here, and one of the things that I need to get rid of from in there is, hold on a second. This. This is a bag of like masonry mortar. I used, I don't know, maybe a third of it, maybe a little more than a third of it to do a repair on the house, actually, for this door behind me here. And now it's trash. I don't have any other use for it. So rather than just throw it in the trash, I thought I'd try to make something out of it. So I searched around for a 3D printed mold, and I found this. This is a mold for a 6-sided die with the rounded corners. Comes in 5 pieces, right, like this. Right, and then you pour the concrete in, and then you have a 6-sided die. The person who made this, they would stick a handle in here and make a mace out of it, but I want to have the 6th side of the numbers for the 6th side. So that wasn't included with the mold. So I'm going to try to make my own. And so let's go to the computer. All right, here we are in printables, and this is called D6 dice with rounded corners concrete mold by the user AtomicStation. Let's see, this is what the concrete die looks like with the handle in it. But I want to get the 6th side, and very conveniently, the person who uploaded this has included the die itself in as a model to download. So there's the 5 pieces of the mold here, but then also we have the die. So from here we can switch over to Fusion, load up all these into Fusion. Let's do that. All right, here we are now in Fusion, and I brought in all of the pieces of the mold. So here's the bottom of the mold, and then we have the die here, and very conveniently, because the person probably made this in Fusion, all the pieces have the right coordinates, so I didn't have to line anything up. We can put all the pieces of the mold in here, and then the die, and then I also had to add this piece here. Let's see if I can show it to you. Right, this little ring right here, because there was some space in between the mold pieces and the die. So I just made this kind of just like a rectangle with the corners cut off that spanned across the whole top of the die and part of the mold. And then I used all of the mold pieces and the die and my little ring I added to just cut into this to make the negative impression to create this thing, which I'm hoping will allow me to mold the last side of the die, the little pips in the 3 side. And that looks like this. And the reason I had it span the mold is so it's sort of self-aligning. Put it like there, and it aligns itself properly to the mold. I don't know if it's going to work. We're going to try it out. So we set up to mix some of that mortar. All right, now I'm gonna stash this in a shady spot and check on it tomorrow. So the sixth side with the 3 on it that I made my little thing is a little rough. Kind of expected it. It's hard to get it smooth like that. So I'm gonna do another one, and I'm gonna try a different way of making this. It may be worse, it may be better, but I think all in all it turned out pretty good. There's another one with a full last side. I put 2 holes in it to let me fill it all the way. I'm not sure if that was a good idea or not, but we're going to find out right now. Taking this out a little earlier than I probably should. But I wanted it to be easy to remove these little nubs here. All right. Let that finish setting up there. So my primary motivation for making this was to use up the rest of that mortar. It also gave me an opportunity to sort of experiment with casting mortar or concrete using 3D printed molds, which is something I've never done before. And I don't really need, concrete dice, but my plan is just to sort of leave them out in
in the garden as decoration. And I wasn't sure initially whether I was going to paint them or not, which obviously I did, and I think that was the right choice. They look really, really good here in the garden next to the marigolds and the peppermint leaves, and it looks even better in real life than in the picture there. So I'm happy with the way it turned out. I still have a little bit of the mortar left, so I'm going to try some other molds and see how that turns out. So if that's something that you'd like to see, stay tuned. See you next time.